Hello students, welcome to PraescioEdu YouTube channel. This is Scholarship Exam Standard 5th online class, subject Intelligent Test, and the topic is series figures. Okay, so in this video we are going to cover exercise 3.2, which is available in our Navneet digest. Okay, so before going to see the exercise 3.2, we will just cover the four examples which already given in model questions on page number 132. Okay, so these are the solved, but just I am explaining for your knowledge purpose. Okay, so please look at your book. So question number 1 on page number 132. So in this one there are the three figures, means triangles, then square, okay, and then pentagon. So which is the next one? Question mark is there. So we have to count the sides. Okay, so first is the three sides, second is the four, then five sides. So after this one the six sides, means six lines should be there. Okay, in option if you see there are the six lines figures, means option number 4 is there. Okay, four are in a square and in the middle there is the like a V shape. Okay, so that is the V, means that is the two lines and then outer fours. Okay, so 4 plus 2 6 lines. Option number 3, there are the hexagon is there, but inside that one is the one vertical line is there, so that is the 7 lines. So that's why option number 4 is the correct one for question number 1. Then question number 2, the arrow directions. If you clockwise rotation, or we can say that's the same as a like a clock hand. Okay, so that is a from the 12 o'clock and then it's a 3 o'clock, means 90-degree turning. Okay, after this one the 6 o'clock, means it's a clockwise direction but turning in a 90-degree. Okay, same like that one. After this one it should be 9 o'clock, means it should be in left side. Okay, the arrow should be in left side, means option number 2 is the correct one. Then question number 3, there are the something C like a shape. Okay, and in the next figure the C mirror image of the C, but it should be smaller and it's inserting inside that one. Okay, as a previous C. Okay, and in a third figure again that is a mirror image of the previous mirror image, and it will again comes in a smaller portion and it's in a toward the right directions. Okay, opening is the toward the right direction. So what is the next? So if you see the properly all the options, there should be the dot comes. Okay, because there are the now three C's are there. Okay, C shapes are the three, but that are the different direction, but the total are the three. Okay, and if you see option number 3, already there are the three, but one square is there. Okay, option number 4 also one square, so option number 3 and 4 we could not be considered. Now option number 2, C is there, but it's a in right directions opening, so it should not be, means option number 1 is the correctly continuing, or we can say in a sequence of the our question, but only the addition of the dot, means in this series only the dot should be comes, means option number 1 there is the correct one for option question number 3. Now question number 4, that is a fish shape. Okay, so that is a turning, or we can say that is rotating in clockwise direction. So from the, suppose there is the mouth is the toward the 9 o'clock directions, then 12 o'clock, then 3 o'clock, and then 6 o'clock. So what will be the next? So it will be the same as like a first one, means 9 o'clock toward the, means option number 4 is the correct one. So from these four examples you can understand we have to consider something additions. Okay, also we are considering some things, number of lines increases one by one, rotations anti-clockwise, or we can say the mirror image and inserting that one, means additions like this one. The various types of the examples are there, but we have to follow the sequence. That is the main purpose of this one. Okay, so series, or we can say the sequence, it should not be disturbed. Okay, so now we are going to look now exercise 3.2. So please look at the page number 133. So there is a question number 1. If you see the first figure, there is the triangle and then square and then circle, all are in vertical arrangement, but the triangle is at the top. In the next one triangle comes in a second. Okay, and the bottom one, means the circle, it will comes the at the top, or we can say the bottom is coming at the top, so that's why triangle and the squares are coming down. In the next one, now the square is coming on a top, means circle and the triangles come down, So now in the next one, the triangle should be come on the top, and the square will be the in the middle, and the circle will be at the bottom, means like a same first figure. Okay, so in option 1, if you see the first option number 2, sorry, option number 2, if you see the comparison, the triangle at the top, square at the middle, and the circle at the bottom. So option number 2 is the correct one. I hope you understand. Okay, so please look at the page, okay, book page number 103, 133. Okay, and please listen carefully. Okay, now question number 2, there are the some triangle, small circle, and another solid triangle and solid circle. Okay, if you see, all are rotating in anti-clockwise. Okay, anti-clockwise means clock के opposite direction rotation में या तो opposite direction में rotate हो रहा है. Okay, so triangle, then solid circle, then hollow triangle, and then hollow circle, like this one. So at the question mark, the dot should be come at the 9 o'clock something directions, we can say. Okay, means left side. Okay, the triangle should be at the bottom one. Okay, and the hollow circle should be at the clock's 3 o'clock direction, means toward the right direction. Okay, and the hollow triangle should be at the top one, means option number 3 is matching to the rotation of the first 3 figures. Okay, so option number 3 is the correct one here. Now question number 3, here the something angle is there. Okay, and this angle is rotating in a clockwise direction, but it's a in a 45 degree. Okay, means the small line and the bigger line, there are the like hands, means small hands and the bigger hands. Okay, or hand, or we can say minute hands, like this one, but the rotation of the angle is 45 45 45 degrees. So in a question mark, to replace that one, the figure should be the 45 degree of the third figure. Okay, means it's a clockwise direction, it will be the move, means the option number 3 will be the perfectly matching, or we can say perfectly in a series of this one. Now question number 4, so there are the number of lines. Okay, so first 3 vertical lines, and then top and the bottom horizontal one, so total 5 lines. Now second one, there are the W shape, like this one, so total 4 lines are there. Now in a third figure, means I section, like this one, there are the 3 lines. So of course 5 4 3, so now the only 2 lines comes, and the 2 lines means V shape there. Okay, so option number 4 is the correct one. Now question number 5, there are the petals. Okay, और we can say पंखुड़िया, means flowers के रहते हैं वो, तो 5 है, उसमें से एक एक अभी कम हो रही है. ओके, बट द सीक्वेंस ऑफ द रिड्यूसिंग मीन्स जो कम हो रही है वो कैसे हो रहा है, तो वो एंटी क्लॉकवाइज हो रही है. तो पहले 5 थी, बाद में 4 हो गई. ओके, मतलब लेफ्ट हैंड से स्टार्ट हुए, मगर वो एंटी क्लॉकवाइज जा रही है. ओके, तो अभी क्या होगा, जो थर्ड फिगर में है, जो बॉटम में, वो कम हो जाएगी, मतलब इसका मतलब 2 ही बचेंगे. ओके, तो 2 पंखुड़ियाँ कहाँ पे, ऑप्शन नंबर 1 2 and 3, बट perfectly matching with our sequence is option number 2 and 3 only. Okay, now the something is a shape, means curve shape. Okay, when line is there, so that line is increasing. Okay, as the pedals are reduced, the lines are increasing. Now in middle one line is there, or we can say the one curve, the third one is the 2, so of course after this one the 3 should be there. Okay, but the direction if we check, so that is a matching with our option number 3. Option number 3, the directions are getting changed, so that's why option number 2 is should not be, means option number 3 should be comes in our complete series. Okay, now question number 6, there is a square, and inside there is some curves are there, 4 curves. Okay, from the vertices, so one curves reduce and it goes to the outer of the opposite. Okay, like this one, means it reduce and comes to the opposite, like this one. So after the third one, the perfect is the option number 2, means it should be comes to the, means inner will be reduced and it will comes to the outer, means it will comes now left side. Okay, so option number 2 should be perfectly matching in our series. Now question number 7, now here if you see hexagon, then pentagon, and then square. Okay, but inside that one, in hexagon there is no in line, but in pentagon one line is there, and in square the 2 lines means line numbering is increasing, and the outer one mean the main shape of the line are decreasing. Means now 6 means hexagon, then 5 means pentagon, then 4 means square. Now 3 means triangle should be there, and the inside there is the 1 2 and now 3 lines should be there. So inside 3 lines means option number 3 and 4 are there. Okay, but out of that one, if you see, line should be comes from the all the vertices. Okay, means option number 4 should be perfectly matching with our series. Okay, so now question number 8, there are the 4 quarters, okay, of the square. Now if you see the left side top one, I'm again saying left top one, there is a circles. Okay, in a second one, that circles comes to the opposite side of its previous position, and left side top one, there now new symbols comes, which is the cross one. Okay, now in a third figure, that cross is goes to the opposite of the previous one, means right side bottom, and the circle is moved to the top one of the right side. Means this is a sequence. Okay, so now plus symbol comes in a third one, means this position is always be for the entry of the new symbol. Okay, means left of the top is the, this quarter is coming in a new symbolic. Okay, and it in the next figure it goes to the opposite of this previous one. So plus sign should be at the right side bottom, plus sign should be at the right side bottom. Okay, and this is perfectly in a option number 3 and 4, but we will check further. So cross sign will be moved to the right side top one, so it comes in a perfectly in both option number 3 and 4 also. And now the new entry of the this should becomes, means the new entry will be the dot is coming, so it is coming on a left side top one, means option number 4 perfectly matching in our sequence. So that's why question number 8 option number 4 is the perfectly. Now question number 9, there is the elliptical shape. Okay, and at the both the end there is the small lines vertically and the means upward and the downward also. Okay, both the end. After this one the rectangle is there, and then after this one again the ellipse, means at the question mark ellipse, rectangular ellipse, so rectangular should be there. Now rectangular is available in option number 2 and 3. Now the symbol, or we can say the signing inside that one, the 2 plus and the 1 minus signs in the first one. After this one, one reduced, one reduced means from the top, one reduced means plus sign from the top, out of 3 goes out. Now in a third figure, top negative goes out. So now in our question mark, to replace that one, the plus sign remain in the third one, that will be goes out, means only the rectangular will comes, and for the rectangular the horizontal outside the 2 lines are there, means perfectly matching with our option number 3. Now question number 10, so there is a half circle, left side is a 3 cross and the 3 plus signs. Out of that one, in a second figure, 1 plus signs moves to the right half. After this one, the again 1 cross is moving to the right half, means first plus sign then cross sign. So in a fourth one, now plus sign should becomes, means in a left half there is a 3 symbol remain, but in a right half now there will be the 2 plus and 1 cross. Okay, so 2 plus and 1 cross is available in option number 1. So question number 10 option number 1 is the perfect. Now question number 11, there is a hexagon outside, pentagon inside, and circle is innermost. Okay, now in second one, the which is the innermost in previous one, that comes directly outside, means circle is the directly comes to the outside, and the hexagon and the pentagon moves to the inside the circle. So now that pentagon directly comes to the outer side in a third figure. Okay, so in question mark, what is the inside in a third figure? Hexagon. So now hexagon comes to the outside, so option number 1 and 2 are the perfectly matching. So in the hexagon there is a pentagon and then circle, so that is a perfectly matching with our option number 1. Option number 2 should not be there because there is a circle and then pentagon, but we require pentagon and then innermost is the circle. Means option number 1 is the perfectly matching with our series or sequence. Now question number 12, vertical line, and then left side and the right side there is a small lines like a branches of the tree. Okay, now in the next figure, top one left side goes out, then in the next another one figure, the top one right goes, means one is getting reduced but reducing from the left side top. Okay, so now in the same sequence, if you see fourth figure, left side in middle also gone, so now at the question mark, right side top figure should be goes out, means remaining will be the option number 3's figure. Okay, so that is matching with our series. So option number 3 is the perfectly matching our series or sequence. Now question number 13, the dot and the circle, if you see, that are their rotation is anti-clockwise. Okay, but the figure means dot and these circles are in previously one is the trapezoidal, now in rectangular. Okay, and again the trapezoidal, but inside this one now on, but on a replacing the question mark, now there should be the rectangular with a horizontal line, and the dot will be the at the top one, means option number 4 is matching with our series or sequence. Now question number 14, 8 digit like a shape. Okay, so if you count the total lines, so there is a 7 lines. Okay, equal lengths, that is very important. Now in a second there is a 9 digit. Okay, means one digit, one lines is reduced. Okay, means total the 6 lines are there, and now after this one the 3 number digital number is there, means one line again reduced. Okay, means there are the 5 lines are there. So from the sequence 7 6 5, so now next one should be the 4 lines, and that lines should be the equal. So if we count the 4 lines, means option number 2 is the 4 lines digit, means that is a 4 also, and the 4 lines but equal length. In a first figure there is a 0 with the 4 lines, but the lines lengths are the different, so that's why 0 should not be there, means option 1 should not be there. So option 2 is matching with our series or sequence. Now question number 15, so there is a one person's like a sketch, and at the that person's right hand there is a one stick. Okay, so like that this is the image, and that image is rotating in a anti-clockwise. Okay, at 90 degree. So in a second one 90 degree turn. Okay, and third one again the 90 degree turn. So in a question marks, the head should be at the right side after the 90 degree turn, and the stick should be horizontally at the top one, means option number 1 is the perfectly matching in our series. Now question number 16, if you keenly observe, there is a hexagon, but 1 2 and 3 numbering are in a after one by one. Okay, and inside that one the A B and C. Okay, this is a like a pizza's cutting, like a, but it's a, not a circle, it's a hexagon. Okay, means the crossing, and the number and the alphabets having the rotation, numbering rotation is the anti-clockwise, while this alphabetical rotation also a, sorry, numbering series is a clockwise and the alphabetical rotation is a anti-clockwise. Okay, again I'm saying numbering is rotating in a clockwise and the alphabet is anti-clockwise. So as per this rotations of the alphabet and the numerical, the option number 4 is a perfectly matching with our this rotation. So question number 16, option number 4 is the perfectly matching in our series. Now question number 17, this is very important, so please listen carefully. There are the triangles, all figure having the triangles. Okay, inside the triangle there are 3 angles, and every vertices or every angles there are the cross, circle and the dot. If you keenly observe in the first figure, the dot is at the bottom right side and the hollow circle is bottom left side, cross is at the top one. Now in the next series, cross is remaining same but the interchanging is at the bottom twos. Okay, now in a third one, what happened, the cross is comes to the bottom of the right side, and the circle means this. Now here the dot is remaining same, okay, the interchanging between the cross and the circle, okay, means again I'm repeating, in the first figure the cross is remain same, but the interchanging of the position between circle and the solid, okay. In the next one, the interchanging between the interchanging between the circle and the cross, but the dot is remaining the same, okay. Now in the next one, the cross should be the same, but the interchanging should be the circle solid and the circle hollow in this one. So cross should be the same, means cross should be the right bottom, means option number 3. If you see, the cross is perfectly at the position, and the dot will be at the top, and the circle will be at the bottom of the left side, okay. So like this one, means in this series one symbol is remain same, okay, in its position, and the remaining two symbols getting interchanged like this one, okay, but in a rotation wise, okay. So for question number 17, option number 3 is the perfectly matching with the series. Now question number 18, if you see, there are the four lines, okay. Every lines have something, means one first topmost line have the circle, second line have the arrow, then third line have the half circle, okay, and the bottom one have the square of the end, okay. If you see the top one, the circle, the line having the circle at the end is now second, okay. In a third figure it's coming at the 3 position, means from the top one. So at the question mark means at the fourth figure it should becomes at the bottom one, and a bottom one means option number 2 is a perfectly matching. So question number 18, option number 2 is a perfectly matching. Now question number 19, there is a circle, but in a first circle there is a total 4 lines, and after one, second figure there is a one line reduced, but small circle addition at the top one. So like this one, in a third one more line reduced, and the one circle at the 90-degree positions of the main circles added, okay. So like this one, now outerly there are the 3 small circles, and inside only one line. So that is a matching with option number 1 and the 4. But in option number 4, the line position, or we can say the angle of the line is very differently, which is not in our matching in a series. So that's why option number 1 is only the one figure which is perfectly matching with our lines, angles, and the number of small circles. So that's why option number 1 is the perfectly or correctly for our series. Now question number 20, if you see small arc are there, okay, in the second figure again the arc are added, but in a 90-degree, okay, of the previous 2 arcs, okay, means we can say the side, but that is the inner ones, okay. Again the inner ones added, but in a 90-degree of the previous ones, okay, like this one. But if you see the in option, there is a dot mentioned at the center of all the drawings, means next should be the having the dot. Now previous third figure with a dot, which is that one we have to find out. So that is matching with option number 3. Other figures have something different arcs position, which should not be matched in our in third figure, okay. So third figure plus inside, or we can say center position dot, that is our correctly answer. Now question number 21, so there is a trapezium, okay, and at the top one some 3 signs or symbolic forms, and at the bottom one only one number. In a second, the top comes at the bottom one, okay, but the if you see their positioning, okay, so that is a same, okay. If you turn up or right and anti-clockwise, the shape is the same, okay. Now in a third figure, the top again one reduce, and that is added at the bottom one. So like this one, in a fourth figure, the top one symbol is getting reduced, and at the bottom one there should be added, means bottom one there is the 4, okay, and the bottom one 4 means option number 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, option number 1 and 2 only. But if you see the symbols, the shape, So that is perfectly matching with our option number 2. So that's why option number 2 for question number 21 is the perfect. Now question number 22. So there is the two lines. After this one, again two lines added means four lines. After this one, again two lines added. Okay. So there is the six lines. Okay. So again in a fourth, there should be the two lines added means there should be the eight lines. Okay. And eight lines means that is given in option number 3. So question number 22, option number 3 is the perfect or correct. Now, question number 23. So there is a half circle at the center, okay, and the vertical line is there, and the top and the bottom. So there is also the half curve, okay, but the half curve is the in the same direction, but if after the rotation only we can get, okay, mean the top one at the right and bottom one at the toward the left side. If you complete this figure rotate in a 90-degree in a clockwise, the second figure comes, and after the second again 90-degree turn. Okay, so the third figure comes means now in a fourth it should be the matching with our figure number 2. Okay, but the innermost will be the something different. So option number 3 is perfectly matching in our sequence. Just see properly the inner one, the half circle curve. Okay, so option number 3 is a perfectly. Now question number 24. There is a triangle. Okay, so base is now moving towards the right side. Okay, that the rotation of this figure is anti-clockwise. Okay, I'm again saying rotation of this figure is anti-clockwise. Okay, that turns to the left side. Okay, the top vertices turns to the left side horizontally. Then the second figure comes. Okay, and in the third figure the horizontal line getting reduced. So after this one, the fourth should be after the 90-degree turn means the vertices which is now towards the left side, that should be comes to the bottom one, and that is the matching with our option number 4. So option number 4 is the correct. Now question number 25. If you see the first figure having the cross, then sign minus, and then plus sign at the right side bottom and the right side top circle. So the series here, the cross signs getting clockwisely rotation to the right side, and that position means the in the first figure the cross is that one means the left side top. I am again saying the left side top means where the cross is there, that positions is the entry of the new figures. Okay, so clockwisely after the entry that turns to the clockwise in the next figure. Okay, so first figure cross is there at the left side top, in a second figure that comes to the right side top, and in a third figure that cross is comes to the right side bottom. So in our question marks it should be comes to the bottom side of the left. Okay, means like option number 1, 2 and 4. This is about the cross. Now about the circle. Okay, hollow circle. In first figure that is the right side top, so in second figure right side bottom, and in third figure left side of the bottom, and fourth figure it should be vanish. Okay, for the new symbol has to become at the top. So new symbol is the dot, or we can say the solid. Okay, so now that is the option number 1 and 3, but option number 1 circle should be vanished means that is the perfect, but in option number 3 circle shown. Okay, so which is incorrectly. So that's why option number 1 is the perfectly matching in our series. Okay, if you see or if you compare all these three figures, okay, with option number 1, you will get the anti-clockwise rotations of the all the symbols, and the left side top one, the corner that is the entry of the new symbols, that is the main, and the left side bottom is the vanishing of the symbols for the next figure, that is the meaning. Okay, so students, this is about the series figures. So here the all the questions we have seen. Now in the next video we will see the series of the symbols. Okay, thank you.